My teacher asked what my favorite animal was. I said, fried chicken. She told me it wasn't funny, but that couldn't be true. Everyone else laughed. My parents always told me to tell the truth. So I did. Fried chicken is my favorite animal. I told my dad what happened. He said my teacher was probably in PETA. Apparently they really love animals. Anyway, my teacher sent me to the principal's office. I explained everything to him. He laughed, then told me not to do it again. The next day, my teacher tried again. She asked what my favorite living animal was. I said, chicken. She asked why. I told her, because you can turn them into fried chicken. Back to the principal's office. He laughed again and told me not to do it again. Now I'm confused. My parents taught me to be honest, but my teacher doesn't seem to like it when I am. Today she asked which famous person I admire most. I said Colonel Sanders. Guess where I am now? An elderly priest dies and is welcomed at the pearly gates by St. Peter. Father Mulgrew, we've been expecting you, St. Peter says. Please follow this angel. We've prepared a lovely retirement cottage at the edge of the woods. It's humble but very comfortable. There's a breathtaking lake view just an hour's walk away, and since this is heaven, the walk won't tire you at all. The priest settles in, and before long takes the recommended stroll. Soon he reaches the lake and takes in the beautiful view. But something there troubles him. With a simple gesture, he summons the angel and asks to be taken back to St. Peter. I believe there's been a mistake, Father Mulgrew says. On the lakefront, I saw a magnificent mansion, and living in it was a taxi driver I recognized from Earth. Surely a man like me shouldn't receive such a modest reward compared to him. St. Peter smiles gently. Let not your heart be troubled, Father Mulgrew. You are a faithful servant of the Lord, and that is why you are here. But not all are equal in the sight of heaven. Need I remind you of the parable of the talents? He pauses, then adds, when you preached, people slept. When that man drove, people prayed. A big box store manager was hiring for a customer service position. After narrowing the field to 4 equally qualified candidates, he decided to keep things simple. One question, he said. Fastest answer gets the job. The 4 applicants sat nervously as the manager asked, what's the fastest thing you can think of? The first candidate sat up straight. A flash of lightning, sir. It's fast, dangerous, and lights up the sky before you even hear the thunder. Good answer, the manager said, making a note. The second leaned forward. Wi-Fi. You can't see it or touch it, but the moment it goes down, everyone in the building panics. Solid, the manager nodded. The third applicant smiled. My teenager's mood swings. We go from hugs to eye rolls in half a second. The room chuckled. Creative, the manager laughed. I like it. Finally, he turned to the last candidate, an older gentleman named Earl, wearing suspenders and looking slightly confused. Earl, the manager asked, what's the fastest thing you know? Earl scratched his head. Well, sir, I'd have to say explosive bowel regret. I'm sorry. What? The manager blinked. Earl nodded earnestly. Last week I sneezed too hard at a gas station. Before I could think, blink, or clench, I had to throw away my pants. Ain't nothing faster than that. Earl now works at the front door, greeting customers with a smile and a fresh pair of backup pants in his locker. A man sits at a bar after work looking completely worn out. The bartender asks what's wrong. I'm not sleeping, the man says. I keep having nightmares about a monster under my bed. I'm too embarrassed to get help. A nearby patron overhears and introduces himself. I couldn't help but hear you, he says. I'm a psychiatrist. I think I can help. The man looks relieved. The first thing, the psychiatrist explains, is realizing these are just dreams. Once you understand that, we should be able to fix this in a few sessions. Here's my card. Give me a call. A few weeks later, the same 2 men run into each other at the bar again. Hey, says the psychiatrist. How are the nightmares? I never heard from you, so I hope everything's okay. Oh, things are great now, the man says. The bartender helped me. The bartender? The psychiatrist scoffs. You needed a trained professional. What could a bartender do that I couldn't? The man grins. He told me to saw the legs off my bed.